Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we'll be talking about Big Brother part 2 secrets. Now, these 5 things, I did talk about 5 of them last Friday. Today we'll be talking about 5 more. Now, these 5 are probably not secrets no more, but it has been. Probably not, I don't really know. But here are 5 things what happened in Big Brother. Let's just start. Now, here is some stuff. So at number 5, we got Big Brother 14. Now, when the chance for the 4 coaches to enter the game, there was going to be a eviction. Now, on this day, on the eviction day, there was going to be a eviction for the house to do. So it was show in frame. Now there was no talk about canceling the vote, nothing like that. The last episode when Chewie was on, before that next episode when she was on. So yes, there was no talk about canceling the vote. There was nothing like that. There was of course talking about what this chance to have the 4 players to enter the game, like Brody, Janelle, Brittany, and Dan. There was no talking about having a eviction. Well, there was a eviction episode, but there was no talking about canceling the vote. But fast forward that week, yes, they did have that power. Do you want to have the coaches play the day? Now, of course, Brittany pressed the button, so there was no one else. Right? If we pressed the button, whoever was the first one to enter the diary room, and if you press the button, it doesn't matter by then. But everyone, I think, besides Mike Brody, pressed the button, and what will happen? There was no eviction. Joe and Frank was safe, but there was nothing talking about that last week before that week. So people was thinking like, was this up to production? Honestly, I think yes. I honestly think that because Frank was everybody's favorite. So of course, keep someone who people like in the game besides getting them out. So of course, they canceled that vote. But if you watch before that episode, the week before that happened, there was no talk about canceling the vote. There was none at all. So it kind of questions that, did Big Brother do this on purpose, or was it a thing where they was not going to have a picture? But but they decided to cancel that, and that was it. Now, that is that. Now, on number 4, I thought when Christmas was in the hospital. Now, when Christmas was in the hospital, Big Brother called her on the phone. Now, was it me? Big Brother called her, and she voted to evict Cody. Now, of course, this can be me because she was on medicine. She barely knew what was going on. But here's something. Right after when she cast her vote, apparently, she was still on the phone with Big Brother. Now, when Julie said Cody has, I think it was like 3, and then 2 or 3, and then that one 2. No, sorry, save Cody in a bit. I forgot that one 2 people was on the bar. I think it was, I forgot that one 2. But save Cody and evicted the house, the one person. Now, why is this important? Because Christmas heard Chewie saying the vote before the hospital or Big Brother hung up the phone. Now why? Because when Christmas got back in the house, she went to Paul. She went to Paul and said, I need to know who was before me and why. So he's like, I think I don't remember, but I think there was that person. And that is right. Now she thinks she healed them. Now, of course, George not Christmas have not said anything about this, denied this, or yes or no. But this has been like 8 years since season 19. So who knows, will she actually say, oh yeah, I hear the votes? Probably not, because that was 8 years ago, and now we'll head into season 26 next summer. Probably not. But I'm gonna possibly say this is maybe a little bit true. Now, I think she did hear the votes. I think she did. Now, why did she say who was before me? Ask Paul who was before me? That's kind of a question. Because why would you say that if you was in the hospital? But yes, I think this is true. I think this is possibly true. I think she heard Chewie said the votes. And yeah. Now, coming at number 3, I thought, did Jasmine touch the ground? Now, this was week 2 of the H-Race competition. Now, this H-Race competition, you have 2 partners go move this obstacle called, and the last thing what you have to do is climb the thing, whatever it's called. Now, when it was Jasmine's turn, it looked like she touched the fall. Now, of course, you can see this, because if you look at the bottom, you can also see that the confetti moved. That moved. But besides stretching out, besides kind of redoing the whole competition, they just basically let her move on to the H-Race, which she won the H-Race. It was the pie eating competition. Now, why is this kind of important? Because there is a theory that Big Brother just let her move on because besides doing the competition over, but I think she did not. Now, if you do watch the clip or the episode at the end, you can possibly see that Jasmine barely touched the floor, but the moving confetti, it can possibly float, or she almost touched the floor. Now, this has never been confirmed by Jasmine or by any of the Big Brother house stairs. But if you do watch it, looks like she did touch the floor. I bet you Big Brother didn't want to do anything, which that's fine for them. They just let her move on. Which of course that was amazing because she thought out a comp beast, Pooch. She thought out Pooch, which I should forgot about that he was in the game. Now, I think this is partially true. I think it possibly can be true, can possibly be false. Because if you do watch the first time, you can probably see that it looks like she touched her foot on the ground. But if you watch it over and over and over, it doesn't look like she did. It doesn't look like she touched the floor. The confetti can probably be moved from because because her foot almost touched the floor, so it made that confetti move. Besides, of course, we're doing the competition, there's where I move on, all that. So I think now, since it's been 4 seasons, 3, it's probably not true, but you know what, that's fine, that's fine. Now, coming at number 2, I have the thing, did Big Brother have Christmas compete in the competition? Well, she was not allowed to compete in. Now, this competition was they wanted to track and field. Now, there was a plan before the competition started that everyone was invited to Christmas. But how this plan pulled off, that means that Kevin has to go first. Now, before the 19, there was a competition, and that Paul told everyone to forward to Christmas. Now, of course, to have this all fit together, Kevin did have to fall first. Now, here's the thing and what kind of makes kind of people confused. Why did Christmas compete? Well, I think Christmas competed because Big Brother knew about this point, so they just let them move on, They just let them compete because they knew that the competition was not going to be happening like normal. Kind of was, but they didn't have any rounds because they knew that the house just will keep on falling and falling. But it is kind of like, what? What? Like, this is kind of like, there's kind of questions that, was this true? And why did Big Brother let her compete? Because all the other competition which she's supposed to compete in, she did not. And none edition of the 8th trade, she barely did compete in because of a vote and vote were happening the first half of Big Brother. But yeah, there's some questions like, because this plan was set, and of course Paul was in the game, and Paul was like the head of everyone. They decided to move on and let her compete in the competition because they knew what was going to happen. But here's some things I think that if no one followed, what will happen with the rounds? Like, what will happen if no one went for that plan? They just basically let her compete. If no one followed and let them have one chance of that, go, we have to win. Christmas will not be H2H. I think Christmas will not be. Now, of course, it's been 8 years or 7 years. Who knows? Who knows? But, I think this is true. I think Big Brother does well compete and will move on. I think that's right. If this does plan, we'll compete. But if it don't, that's fine. Now, the final one for this part, it's gonna be for did. Now, this final one, it's gonna be kind of it's gonna be, there's a theory about Reed Fields from Big Brother 25 chip was never in the veto box. Now, over 9 or 8 or 7 weeks, her chip was never that picked. Now, let me give you some stuff. So Reed was the 17th hostess, of course, to keep her in the game and make that season kind of good, which it was not. I think Big Brother that season was not good. To make this season good, they did have to have a plan to how to fit Reed and keep her in the game. Now, there has been a lot of stuff. First of all, have a chip be pulled, Every week, the house is competing in Power Veto competition. But her chip never got pulled. The only time when she competed in a competition was in week 6. Because once it comes, not week 6, when it comes to the final 6, everyone competes in. Because, of course, that's the final 6 house does, So everyone competes in the competition. That was the only time, the first time for Sylvie Fields to ever competed in a Power Veto competition. Now, of course, she can go to the other room and say, hey, I don't want my veto to be picked, just take it out of the box so my chip don't get pulled. Or she got so lucky that her chip never got pulled at all. Now, I'm done with the first one. I'm done with, maybe she just told Big Brother, don't put my chip in there, maybe I don't want to win, so just don't put my chip in there. But I think this can be kind of 50-50 because everyone have a chip. There's also the pick the house that you want to be in. But anyone can flip that box over and see everyone in that box and see that Sweet Fields chip was never in that box at all. But I can probably say that this is probably a 50-50. Yes, she probably told Big Brother, don't put my chip in there. All her chip was in there, never got pulled. Who knows, who knows. But I honestly think that her chip was probably in there, but I think there was not. Now, I think when it comes down to question to the end of the Big Brother game, I think they just put her chip in there. But for the half of the point of the game, I think her chip was never in the box. But there is something, like I said, every house that can pit their chip once our video pit or trunk, you can go to that box and flip the box over, or you can go now and reach in there and see what's your chip in there. Now this did happen in season 16 when Frankie never got pulled, and he put him on chip and making sure that his chip was in there. Now, yeah, so that's kind of like confused. Was your chip ever in there? Possibly not in the first half of the game, but probably in the rest of the half. Probably when it came down to the final 8, all that. But who knows, who knows. But it is kind of very interesting why her chip never got pulled. Never. Ever. Ever. Why was her chip ever not pulled? That's kind of like some questions like, was her chip ever in there? Was it not? Who knows, who knows, but who knows. So there is 5 Big Brother, possibly secrets, or possibly stuff we never knew about Big Brother. Now, there will be 5 more I'll be talking about next Friday, but this Monday, I'll be talking about Big Brother winners. Now, the first 3, so 7, 8, and 9, and then 10, 11, and 12, and then so on and so forth. Now, I will be talking about Big Brother 26, possibly next week. So that video will be uploaded possibly next week. Don't know when, but I will be talking about that. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys have a good day tonight. I'm sure you. Bye.